6 children raised by animals. 1. Marina Chapman. Marina was 5 when she was kidnapped from a Colombian village. For some reason, her kidnappers left her in the jungle. The girl found a group of capuchin monkeys and joined it. She walked on all fours and slept in tree hollows. She picked up fruit dropped by the monkeys. This went on for 5 years. Once, when Marina was sick, a monkey saved her life. He led her to a stream so she could drink the muddy water. Marina threw up and later recovered. 2. Bello. Bello was discovered by hunters in a Nigerian forest in 1996. The boy was around 2 years old. He was living with a family of chimpanzees. The boy had been abandoned by his parents at the age of 6 months. Bello had a misshapen body, which probably led to his abandonment. When he was found, he walked like a chimp, dragging his knuckles. He refused to sleep in a bed, grabbed things and smashed them. He spoke in chimpanzee-like grunts and squeaks. 3. Oksana Malaya. Oksana was neglected by her alcoholic parents. So the Ukrainian girl sought shelter in a dog kennel. When she was about 3, Oksana moved to the kennel. She snuggled in with the several black Russian terriers. Oksana walked on all fours and barked to communicate. She later said the dogs were more responsive than her parents. For 6 years, Oksana had no human contact and spoke no words except yes and no. She was rescued by the social services in 1991. 4. Dina Sanishar. In 1867, a boy was found in a cave in the Indian jungle. He was about 6 years old and lived with a wolf family. Named Dina Sanishar by his rescuers, he behaved like an animal. Dina walked around on all fours and had difficulty standing on his own 2 feet. He only ate raw meat and gnawed on bones to sharpen his teeth. He spoke in wolfish growls and whines. Dina smelled any food before tasting it. If he didn't like the smell, he refused it. The case became famous in India and may have inspired Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book. 5. John S. Sabunya. The Ugandan boy was 3 years old when he lost his parents. Instead of going to a care home, he moved to a forest. He was adopted by a family of vervet monkeys. John learned to climb trees and forage. For the next 3 years, he lived on a diet of fruits, nuts, and berries. The monkeys protected him in the wild. John was spotted by local villagers in 1991. They had to fight the monkeys to remove the boy. At first, John could only cry and demand food. But after a while he learned to speak and became a singer. 6. Marcos Rodriguez Pantoja. In 1954, when Marcos was 7, he was sold to a wealthy landowner. The Spanish boy's parents had no money to care for him. But sometime afterward, Marcos was abandoned in the wilderness. He spent an astonishing 11 years living in the Sierra Morena Mountains. His only companions were a pack of wolves. Marcos learned to reproduce their vocalizations. He gradually forgot human language but thrived in the wild. He wore no clothes and ate what the wolves brought him. In 1965, Marcos was found by the authorities. He howled and attacked them when they tried to take him. Bound and gagged, Marcos was brought back to civilization. He's 75 now and still misses his time with the wolves.